How are you guys doing? Surprise, my Etsy shop is still open. My goal was to close it yesterday at 6 p.m., but I had some customers had custom orders that they want to finish up and pay, which was great. But so the shop is still open, and I figured I'll just extend the time to 6 p.m. I don't have a whole lot coming through. I want to make sure that everything is printed out and shipped out today. So I'll extend the shop hours to 6 p.m. today Eastern time. And just heads up, I have 15% off in the shop right now. For those who have things in the shopping cart, it's a great time to get a great discount off of what you want, and I can get it out. So I'm going to be closing the shop for 2 weeks. I have never closed my Etsy shop, so this is definitely going to be a first. And so I figured since the shop is going to be open until this evening, I have some unclaimed items through custom orders that were hot items that you guys really wanted and they sold out before I even could show them as a daily deal or anything, was the embroidery packs. And I had that really crazy large paper pack. I have one of those left as well. And then I'm going to add some gifts with them so they can kind of leave and be shipped out today. And you guys today will get a lucky great deal. And then introduce some things that I did add to the shop if those who are not aware that I did. So let me put the camera down. I just wanted to give you guys the shop update. And so we have this handful of hours till that shop closes. I am seriously nervous. And you're probably like, why are you nervous? Well, it's just, I want my things to be available for you guys whenever you want to. So if you do see things that you do want me to put on hold until I reopen, please message me. I'll be by my phone all the time, and I'm sure I can respond to messages. And I'm sure I already hear some friends in my ears saying, Selena, don't offer that. But you know, I could check my messages when I'm laying in the sun, enjoying the ocean abroad. But so yeah, I'll be quick as possible to respond. And the shop's gonna be closed, so it's not gonna be taken. But I can just keep a list of things that need to be on held. But I will, if you want a great discount now that has 15% off right now, just it's perfect time to get it. So. Okay, so enough said. Let me put the camera down. I'm excited to show you guys some of the things that are now still out for grabs. So let's get at it. So, okay, the embroidery packs. I never really got to show them finally finished. So this is what the embroidery packs are. I also have the pack that also includes feed sack fabrics. They're 6" by 6" squares. I'm gonna open this up here in a minute. So you get 10 6" by 6" squares of feed sack, vintage feed sack, and vintage fabric blend. Then you get 10 4.5 by 4.5" squares of embroidery. Then you also get the 10 2.5 by 2.5" embroidery and vintage fabric dash feed sack fabric mix tabs here at the top. You'll see the pack will be just like this. So the ones I have left, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I just had an order for this, so I had to put it aside. So I have 5 available left of the embroidery. So today, for those who pick, you know, one of these and buy one today, the gift with purchase today is one of these squares. I'm going to show you what I have here, and you also will be getting a cute vintage card with some of those, what do you call those things? Altered paper clips at the top. You get like, I think 5. And you'll also be getting this cute little bag you can use for perfect Valentine's Day coming up in your journal or as a gift bag kind of thing. I figured it was adorable. I'm not sure. I'm sure you guys can figure out something with use for that. So that is going to be the gifts with purchase with this here. That being said, let me go ahead and show you the squares. Those who purchase these packs, just message me if you see a square that you like. I'm not gonna number them or anything. I'm just gonna show them really quick. They're pretty good size. I think they're like either 10 by 10 or 9 by 9. These are the ones, I cut these out of a quilt. I just fell in love with them because of the retro and vintage fabrics the person used in these. I think they're adorable. Appliques, so pretty much it's an applique piece of fabric and they sewn on the edge of it, so applique. Cute little bonnet girl, butterflies, And we have the boy in, what do you call him? Almost looks like a little farm boy. So there's those. And I'm excited to dig into this. So I'm gonna be ripping open a pack here, and oh, I try to make them so perfect. That's okay. I'm sure I can get it back. So the first thing you're gonna get, which I didn't think about, let me put pause and undo the tape here. Okay, I didn't think about having to undo the tape. So the first thing you get is this cute piece of part of one of the fabrics I have in here. I try to utilize all the scraps that I have, and I used them to wrap, and I'm sure you can use those for tabs or what have you in a project. Each pack is done in an assembly line, so they are very similar to the pieces that you'll get in the one you have. May not be exact in the pack, but there are so many embroideries, it was crazy. So here is the 10 little cute tabs that are 2.5 by 2.5, but they are adorable. Love that vintage fabric. And so I also did the same thing with embroidery pieces. I did that. This here is a vintage fabric. This is a vintage feed sack fabric. It's the greens. This is a vintage fabric. Vintage fabric. Gingham. This came off a linen tablecloth. I love how I kept a little edging like that. These are perfect tabs and layering. This is vintage feed sack fabric. I was in love with that one. Another piece of vintage linen and vintage feed sack fabric again. So there are the tabs. And then in here you get 4.5 by 4.5 inch squares. These are all embroidery, but I put this one cotton fabric right there just to make this look cute, to kind of give you guys an idea how you can layer yourself. This is a full piece here, but what I did was show you can layer it like that and sew it on, or you can fold it, cut it, and sew it on like that when you do your certain pockets, what have you. There's so many options. I just wanted to give you guys a quick idea what you can do. So there are those two. But look at these cute squares, 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch. And I tried doing a variety of different linens. Here again, you got the scallop bottom. I can show you. So where's my one square? I love giving you guys some ideas that you can work with. So when you do your square, you could either do it like that with the scalloped, but it's still cut into a 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch. Of course, the corners here will be open. But there's options to use that piece. Of course, let me put that guy right back down. But these are all embroidery, just a variety of different ones. Like I said, each pack has a different variety. Most of them are same, but they won't be exact cutout picture or piece. Again, here's the bottom again. I keep the bottom piece. Fuzzies are yours. Wait till you guys see the paper packs as well. I only have one left. One person already purchased one this morning. But look at that. That's a corner piece. Again, the same thing. If I grab my large squares, you kind of see. It doesn't have to be this fabric, but I love that you can see the fabric in between this. Obviously, that's a pretty bold fabric. So let's try this one. Let's see how you can see the different. Anywho, we'll get back to these large guys here in a minute. The thing about vintage fabrics, they slide around. They are so smooth. They're almost like paper themselves, especially the feed sack fabrics. Cute little swan. Here's another one of them. I just love that piece right there. Again, I keep the bottoms for you guys. So this is one pack. Like I said, there's so many different kinds. And then you get 10 of the variety pack here. But look at that. And these are 6 inch by 6 inch large pieces. That's feed sack. This here is just a cotton blend. I just love how it layered really well with the oranges colors. This is another beautiful vintage feed sack fabric. What you see here, every pack is going to have here in the large ones. Here's another vintage feed sack fabric. Look at that cute apron and the windows. All right, the next one is just a vintage cotton blend with gingham and fruit. Here's a vintage cotton blend as well, just floral. This is a vintage fabric, which I'm in love with, the quilted look. So we got the red gingham, which you guys can kind of see how all the colors come together. Now these packs are $18, but you get those extra gifts, and I'm going to surprise you guys with an additional gift here in the end. So, and then each pack is going to have this adorable children's type retro piece. Either it's the two children, or it's either going to be a single little girl or a single little boy, but this one here says, "Love is the little things we do for each other." Isn't that adorable? Each one has its own saying. I wish I had the other ones to show. And then last is, yep, it's the last piece, is another piece of feed sack fabric in the greens. So we got feed sack fabric in the orange, the greens. What's the others? There's another green. So these are the feed sack fabric blends. Sorry, I'm making a mess here. So you'll get these 4 different variety feed sacks, which are adorable. And there goes my mess. So that is a lot in itself. Like I said, you'll get these additional free gifts here along with the quilted square. And then for the heck of it, for those who get the $18 embroidery packs, I'm going to throw in golden books. So congratulations for the embroidery pack, people. To top it off, like I said, this opportunity ends tonight at 6 p.m. I'm closing doors, like it or not. I'm closing my doors and going from there. So there are those, and they're already pre-packaged and ready to go with cute little fabrics and things like that. They're ready to go. And the paper packs, which are already pre-packaged. If you guys go back in my videos, I can show you, but they are packed, filled with Victorian pages, dictionary pages that are picture dictionary. You get this, what do you call that? Ephemera pack. It has guest checks, all the different favorites and stuff in here. A golden book, garden pages. What else is in there? All kinds of different kinds of favorite pages that you guys want and love. It's packed for those who watch me put these together live. They are only $15. There's only one left. That will be up for grabs as well. And automatically the golden book is already in there. I had added guest check packs to my shop. So the person who buys that last paper pack, I'm going to give you a guest check pack. They're 50 in a pack. And they're on sale right now only for $2.95. Otherwise they go back up to $3.50 when my shop opens back up. But for 50 guest checks with the stub at the bottom for only $2.95 is crazy cheap. So grab as many as you can while you can. Also, of course, there's always extra things I'm adding to the shop here and there, and I can't wait to stock it when I'm gone. So there you have it, guys. Enjoy the daily deal packs, if you want to call that a daily deal. Just because there's going to be a handful of people who are lucky to get some things that were supposedly sold out, but now are available. So grab it while you can. And if I don't see you guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful beginning of the new year. I'm sure I'll get on video once in a while to say hey, but I'm going to miss you guys. Thank you guys. Have a good time.